Let's see. Maybe we can get like a ochre slash reddish color. Let's see, let's try. What do we got here? Well, here we go. This might be good. And then maybe some red? I don't know. This could be bad. Let's see. Let's do it. Let's do it anyways. Yeah, so this model wasn't too bad. It's just got some little details left to do, but I'd say it's about 80% done, which is nice. I like knocking these miniatures out fairly quickly. It feels good to do it, get something done. Okay. Okay, here we go. This is another glaze kind of consistency. And when we glaze, we're kind of just tinting the model. We're kind of just tinting what is already there. We're not really slapping on a thick coat of paint. And I'm gonna kind of look at this model from the one angle, and then we'll move the model around, and we'll place this glaze accordingly. I also just realized something when a chatter here was saying something about your mouth stuffed with money, and I think I said it was a magic card, but that was in reference to shmoney. I think that was what it was. It takes me a while to get things, guys, and sometimes I lose track of what we're even talking about in chat. That's just a weird thing for me. Yeah, this is looking good. It kind of, because I have this really dark purpley color for the shadows, but that is kind of almost too much. So this is kind of helping to kind of soften that up. I'm liking it, I'm liking it. This is looking like something. Yes. This is pretty nice. Bacon, it's okay, we're all getting old, yeah. Like, I mean, yes, we're getting old, but it's like dude, I can't even remember what we were talking about, what I was talking about, like, mere seconds ago. Like, I chalk that up to streaming and my attention being split. Memory's not as good as it used to be. Yeah, I used to remember. I used to be sharp as a tack. And then I started streaming. So, if you have your day off today, Bacon, I take it we might be in for a stream today, or what's the deal? What's the sitch? We in for a Bacon stream? It is Fridizzle. It is Friday. Yes, this is the part. This step here is really making it kind of come together. This is making me a happy boy. I think we are on the right track. And I kind of use my finger to kind of dab it a little bit so that, you know, it doesn't pile up too much. This is also the back of the model, and if I intend to place them in that little diorama thing, you aren't really going to see the back of the model. But nevertheless, it must be done, because I'll know. I'll know. I'll know that I didn't paint it properly. That's the plan? No 15 hour? Okay, so like 14? Yeah, shoutouts to Bacon for the 15-hour Evo stream. Holy shit. That was wild, dude. I was there for maybe 10 of those hours. 9 to 10 hours. I was there. I need a t-shirt. Or an achievement. I was there. Okay. Here we are. I still think that what you're seeing here with the white, the lightest parts of the bands, I think that I can kind of go in, and here on the knee, I can kind of go in and put some yellow as a glaze. In fact, as I'm saying it, let's just do it. It seems a little too strong, the white. It seems a little too strong, so let's just add a yellow glaze to that. But for the most part, the yellow is done. Or maybe that's just a weird effect of seeing it on my second screen there. Maybe it doesn't look as harsh to look at it in person. Nevertheless, let's just kind of do this. It's always a risky thing, and in hindsight, I probably shouldn't have used pure white. Pure white tends to look really chalky, which I don't like as a result on the miniatures. In hindsight, I probably should have just mixed some yellow into the white and then proceeded to do what I did. But I didn't. I didn't do what I did, right? Whatever. Okay. Let's just close that and get something new. What do we got? We're just about to wrap things up. Let's get some Persona, I guess. I don't know how that makes sense. Let's get some Persona 5. The head wrap can look more yellowish. You're right. Yeah, that's kind of what I want to do now. Is kind of just take this bright yellow that I have. It's very watered down, and we're kind of just glazing over the parts, the highest highlight parts, and we're just gonna tint that white shift it into a more yellow kind of hue, yellow tone, and hope that kind of takes it down a notch, takes down the white. As I said, I feel like I shouldn't have used a pure white for that, but gotta live with it. It's looking a little better now, actually. I actually don't remember what that thing looks like in game. Right, because you would have to actually wear it. You'd actually have to wear this thing to see what it looks like, because when you encounter the character in the game, it's a phantom, so it's all just red, bunch of red gobbledygook, right? So yeah, and I think it might be a drop, like from the character itself, and I don't know if it's 100% guaranteed drop. Man, Dark Souls is such a good game. Holy crap. Yeah, so next time we stream, folks, I'll probably be playing Stray. I think I'll finish it. I might be close to finishing it. I might not. It's the weekend. I like to play some games on the weekend. It's a nice break from painting and building miniatures, so please stay tuned for that if you're interested in my mediocre gameplay skills, I guess. I don't know. That game was kind of like a meme game in some regards. Like, it was this game that everyone was talking about. It was like a fun game for a lot of people to play and check out and stream. But it's already like 2 weeks old, so I feel like the meme potential of the game, the viral nature of the game has kind of run its course, which is perfect for me because I'm not into like cashing in on trends. So yeah, it's perfect. It's perfect time for me to play this game now that no one cares. The back here, the back of the robe, I think it could do some, it needs some work. Again, this time around, I really tried to kind of paint clean and not as messy as I naturally do. I was saying early on that my process is usually to kind of paint with more immediacy, paint with like slapping things down and kind of getting those values really quickly, and then tightening it up as we go along, tightening up the painting as we move along. However, after painting my frost giant, I sort of realized that sometimes, and again, this is all just about managing my own personality, recognizing and managing my own tendencies as a painter. I feel like if I had rendered and resolved a part, as messy as it could potentially be, I might not revisit it ever again, even though that was the intent, because I'd be like, meh, it's good enough. Basically getting complacent, right? And I was watching a painter earlier today talk about that very same thing, about sort of working in localized chunks and not trying to spread out yourself too thin on the model and resolve every part to the fullest extent, such that you wouldn't have to go back and fix it. Bacon still haven't started Stray. Heard it's a short game. Yeah, it is the short game. I feel like I've played it for just about 6 hours or so, and it seems like I'm not even quite done yet. So it's depending on how much time you take, it can be shorter or faster. There's a couple of puzzles too, which could hold you up, but it's good. I like it. I don't know if it's necessarily like a great game to stream. But then again, what is? I don't know. I don't even know what's a good game to stream, to be honest. What do I know? This is a very, very light white, whitish yellow. I'm just gonna go in and kind of finish this. Getting all the tools that I need, getting some new stuff. I got the pencil too, the Apple Pencil. Literally, it's called the Apple Pencil 2. So yeah, it's kind of like Atlantic Canada. I took it out into the ocean, where I'm sure getting like sprayed with like salty, misty air, water. It's probably not the best thing. Yeah, I took it everywhere, and 7 years, pretty good run. It went kaput. I don't know if I explained that, but yeah, it went kaput. So you know, time to get a new one, and it's good. Got some help from my family to get it, because it was more or less the same price that I bought the old one, but I ended up buying all the accessories myself. It was like, holy shit. Anyways, and there's like other Apple iPad things, like the Pro. I hear the Pro is really great, but at that point, the Pro is more or less a computer. Like you're effectively getting like something more along the lines of a laptop. So it's sort of like a different use case, because for me, you know, I like taking my thing around. I like reading it in bed. You can't really do that with the Pro. But, you know, I'm not beyond getting a Pro someday or something along the lines of that. But yeah, I was looking at the Samsung stuff. I was looking at even the Windows. What the heck is that called? The Windows Touch thing? I don't know what it's called. All of those looked interesting, but I kept on thinking back, also consulting with Night Trap, just coming back to this idea that this thing here, it lasted 7 years, and it was getting some pretty heavy use, So if I can get another 7 years out of this new one, that's pretty good. Okay. You know what, guys? I think we are close to wrapping things up. I've painted my fair share of yellow now. I feel like I've exhausted my attention span, especially my ability to care about this color yellow. And again, I think looking at it on the screen, looking at it in person, it's much more subtle, the yellows, the way the yellow transitions from light to dark. Looking at it in person, it's a bit more subtle. Maybe it's because this is getting blasted with some light directly from the camera. It's maybe kind of blowing out the details a bit, or kind of accentuating the light parts. But I think this is looking pretty nice. Again, when I'm looking at it in person, it's a lot more subtle than how I see it on the second screen. Looks good so far. Thank you. Yeah, so that's one. This guy is like 90% done. Really, it's just the skin and that whip and maybe some interior details on the legs. And then we can put it on the base, put some snow on it, right? Some of that snow that I bought for that giant. Again, you're probably right there, Bacon. I probably spent more time on the base than I did the model, but I definitely spent a lot more money on the base. But we're gonna use the very same stuff. We're gonna use some of that snow for the base to make the painting of Ariamis, and we're going to, as I said, we're going to put the model in here and just imagine a painting of Ariamis in the background, and then he'll be there, and I think that's gonna look neat. And then we'll have 5 other miniatures to work on. And who will those miniatures be? I'm not 100% sure. I think we gotta have Sigmire of Katarina. I think we definitely gotta have Maneater, Mildred, and Solaire. So that's 3, but there's 2 more spots. We'll see. Maybe we'll only do Dark Souls 1 characters. Maybe we'll focus just on Dark Souls 1, and then at a later date, if I care enough to do it, maybe I'll get another one of these. These are just from the dollar store. They're like $4.25. Maybe we can do another box like this for Dark Souls 2, and then another box for Dark Souls 3. That might be interesting, right? And then I think having them all lined up together, finished, that would be pretty neat. Even just like, yeah, this, if I could fill this out, that's gonna look pretty neat, I think. Bacon, they're making an Android of the Onion Knight. Oh wow, that's actually like the perfect miniature. Sorry, the perfect character to become an Android. The Onion Knight. He's practically got the proportions of a Nendo already. So many cool Nendroids. Can you imagine if they start making model kits of Dark Souls stuff? Oh boy. Actually, on that point, I just saw that the manufacturers of these miniatures, Steamforged Games, they're releasing just the miniatures now, like with the intent of them being used for D&D or other RPG games, or the actual RPG, pen and paper RPG for Dark Souls. There is one. But when you buy them, you won't be getting any like tokens and stuff like I did. So that's actually pretty exciting, because it'll be better for me, because I just want the miniatures, right? I don't need the tokens, I don't need the cards, because I don't think I'll ever play the game. Although, again, if there's some interest in that, I'll definitely consider it. But guys, I think that's it for me. So if you've made it this far, thank you everyone for watching. I really do appreciate it.